Hi everybody, so today we're going to learn how to crochet this super simple, easy, very easy, one row repeat stitch. This is the rice stitch. It's a nice textured stitch. It's nice and thick as well, and it is the same on both sides. So you can't even see my hand at all. So nice and thick, great for lots of things. One row repeat, same on both sides. What more could we ask for? Not much. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so all the information on that yarn that you've seen there in the thumbnail will be in the description box. So the rice stitch is done in any odd number. So your chain and count, whatever it be you're making, a blanket or a scarf or a top or whatever you want to make with it, just needs to be chained in an odd number. Alright, and once you get that done, I started with a chain of 21 here for my sample. We are going to do a double crochet in the fourth chain from our hook. So we never count the one that's on our hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 chains over, and we hit it with a double crochet. Just like that. And now we're going to work one double crochet for the length of the chain. So row 1 is 1 double crochet in every single stitch until we make it to the end of our row. Alright, once you make it to the end of the row, we're going to start row 2, and row 2 is the repeat row. It's just a one row repeat, and we are going to start with a chain 1. Now that chain 1 does not count as a stitch, and we're going to turn our work. We are going to work a double crochet right here in the very first stitch. So we're going to go right back into that very first stitch, and we are going to work a double crochet. Now we're going to start the repeat of row 2. We are going to do a front post double crochet around the next stitch. Just like that. And then the next stitch will be a back post double crochet. Now the back post, you yarn over and you go around the post from the back side like that. And the post is on the back of your hook. And then you do your double crochet like normal. And then we just repeat that. So the next stitch is a front post double crochet. Front post double is the exact same thing as a regular double, except for we're not doing it into the top of the stitch. We're working it around the post. So we yarn over and we go around the post like that, where the post on the front post double, the post is on the front of your hook. And then you just draw up your yarn like that, and then do your double crochet. Front post double. And then next is the back post double, which is the same. We just work, it's just a double crochet worked around the post, but we're going in the back way. So we yarn over and we have to go from behind forward and then back again. So on the back post, the post is always on the back of your hook. And then we pull through and do our double crochet. That's how we do it. And we're going to repeat this front post double crochet in the next stitch. And back post double crochet into the next. Don't worry if you're having a little trouble with those post stitches. It just takes a little bit of practice. And you can do it. Don't give up. Keep going. You got it. Back post is always a little bit more difficult than the front, but eventually they both become so easy. And you'll be flying through this. So I'm going to continue this front post double crochet, a back post double crochet repeat all the way across until I get to the last stitch of my row. Alright, I'm coming to the end of the row. I have one stitch left here, and the stitch before that should have been a front post double crochet. And we're going to end by putting a double crochet into the top of the last stitch. And that's the stitch. Now we're just going to keep repeating that. So we're going to chain 1 and turn. We're going to do the exact same thing that we just did. Now, since we are turning our work, but we're still doing the exact same thing, even though we're doing the same thing, the posts are not going to line up because we turned our work. So we chain 1 and we're going to double crochet right back into this very first stitch, like that. And then we're going to do the same thing we did on the previous row. We're going to start with the front post double crochet, but by turning your work, you're actually working around a back post double crochet, because before it was a front post, but by turning it became a back post. But we're still repeating the same row. So front post double crochet, and the next stitch is a back post double crochet, but by turning our work, we're actually working the back post on a front post this time. So we're going to go around and do a back post double crochet, and then a front post double crochet. Remember, this is the same thing that we did before. It just looks opposite because we turned our work. This is what gives it that unique look. And then a back post. So I'm just repeating row 2. It just, like I said, it just looks like I'm not, because we turned and things look funny now. Front post double and back post double, front post double, and back post double. Front post and back post. So remember, we're repeating the same row. We always start with the front post and we always end with the front post every row. But by turning our work, you're always working on the opposite post. So this is a back post right here from the previous row, but it's going to get the front post around it now. And the next one is a front post from the previous row, but when you flip your work, it was actually a back post. It just looks like a front post now because we flipped our work. I hope that makes sense. And now we're going to do the back post around it. And again, front post around the next. It becomes extreme. Like I said, you'll get it. It's super easy. And it's a really cool textured stitch. I like it a lot. I have quite a few things made out of it on my channel. Alright, I'm coming to the end, and all it was just a repeat of row 2. Remember, you always start with the front post and you will always end with the front post. I have 2 stitches left here, see that? That's got to be a front post, because we always got to end with the front post. And then the last stitch of the row is a double crochet. If you want to keep it straight, go into that chain 1, not the top of the double. Like that. And keep your rows nice and straight. Just a little tip. If you go into the chain 1, remember how we chain 1 and turn? If you go into that chain 1 versus going into the top of the stitch, you'll have nice straight rows. That's what I do most of the time. And again, you just repeat chain 1 and turn, and double crochet right back into the very first stitch. Remember, I'm still repeating row 2. And again, you can see it's opposite again, but we're still doing the same thing. We're going to start with a front post double crochet, and then we're going to back post double crochet. So we're just going to keep doing that all the way. Front post, back post, front post, back post, and chain 1 turn. And always you do your double crochet, and then you always start your post stitches with the front post, and they always end with the front posts, okay? And after you repeat it a little while, it starts to look like this. Beautiful, 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 beautiful stitch. I love it. It's nice. It's very pretty. This is actually a bulky 5 yarn. That's probably why it looks a little thicker, but I was showing you in a 4-weight. But nonetheless, whatever weight you use, whatever you use it for, it's going to look beautiful. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. If you did, please hit that subscribe button. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, beyond hundreds of tutorials on my channel. We also like to talk about yarn. And give me a like and comment below. And you know what? I'll see you guys in my next video, okay? Take care. Bye, guys.